Good day, everyone. My name is Marian Joy Bilisbog, and for today's discussion, I am going to discuss my instructional material that I used in teaching. So, this instructional materials I made was aligned and interconnected with the Assure lesson plan I made. And to start off, the instructional materials I have are my interactive PowerPoint presentation, my laptop, a projector, and a speaker. We should always consider that in making instructional materials for our students, we should be able to gain their attention, inform them about the lesson objectives, and we can also stimulate recall of prerequisite learning by thinking of a method or ways in which our students can recall or remember what they've learned throughout the discussion. The learning styles and method used in this lesson includes visual learning, where the students are able to see and observe the things that they are learning. This will also include an auditory learning, where the students learns best by watching and listening to the video presentation. And lastly, the kinesthetic learning will also be present, as the students will learn by experiencing or executing or doing it so through movement. So I made this PowerPoint presentation using the Canva app, wherein I can make PowerPoint presentations more creative and informative at the same time. I can also attach pictures and even longer videos to it. It is very easy to utilize because it has a lot of templates where you can easily and freely use it. So on the other hand, I will show the contents of my interactive PowerPoint presentation and the flow of my discussion. For the first slide, it shows the title of my lesson. I made this short PowerPoint presentation more direct and informative at the same time, in order not to lose my students' attention during the discussion, because I know that my lesson is very important, especially in doing any physical activities. That's why students must gain knowledge from the following slides I will present. So the next slide has the lesson objectives that we should achieve throughout the discussion. The next one has a short introduction of recalling what movement is, because it is the main highlight or the main word in my lesson or in my discussion. So the fourth slide, the fifth and sixth slides encompasses the main idea of the lesson or the main topic, which is the fundamental movement skills. And as you can see here, I also attach some sort of GIF or pictures, and those represent some of their examples. At this juncture, I will be having a short interactive activity where I will call a random student to identify what movement is being made in the picture and what type of fundamental movement it is. So this is to assure that the students have gained and acquire the knowledge they have in our discussion. So after this short activity that I have, I will now give the main activity that the students should comply, which is performing a dance through video. And for them to have a guide on what they are going to do, I will present to them the sample video and further discuss the guidelines or the proper guidelines and mechanics of the performance. So for the last slide, I made a rubrics to be followed and for them to be guided during the execution and filming. So that's all for my very short instructional material. Again, this is Marian Joy Bilisbog, and this is my final requirement on the subject Educ 102 in the code of 2525 under Professor Catherine Loop. Thank you for listening and watching. Goodbye.